So welcome, I'm Debra Sofia Magdalene, delighted to be here with Jazdeep Virdhi this afternoon. Jazdeep, welcome. For people who may not have come across you yet and had that good fortune, would you like to just give us a brief outline as to who you are and what it is that you do?
Sure. Thanks for having me, Deborah. I am a TimeWaver practitioner. I got into the whole world of frequency healing a few years ago. It started off with my yoga, actually, about 13 years ago. I became a yoga teacher, and then from then I've just been doing many practices and modalities, but it's been with me since I was very young. The old energy world, the invisible world, but particularly in the last 13 years, I've done a lot of different practices. And I'm very interested in holistic health and energy healing and vibrational healing and things like that. So used to be in corporate, now very much in this world. Currently, I am working with Healy, helping make healing programs. And I'm also a TimeWaver practitioner. So I do TimeWaver Frequency and TimeWaver Pro, which are two different machines. And yeah, I currently do that. I also do yoga. I do divine healing. I'm also a hypnotherapist. I do anything and everything possible to help align the person inside and out frequency-wise.
What I love about your work, Jazdeep, is that you work very intuitively. And I've had consultations with you that have been really valuable. You did a custom frequency program for me for my toenail infection, which I got in 2013 when I was in the Amazon rainforest. And I've been running that custom program. I've tried all sorts of things and nothing's worked. I've tried essential oils, diet, nutrition, supplements. Nothing's worked, but the frequency program is working, and it's really cleared up on 3 of my toes completely, and the other 2 are drastically improved. And because it takes a long time for that to grow out, doesn't it, on toenails? So I've experienced your work. I know how intuitive you are with that, and I feel very blessed to have met you. I want to talk to you today about the group sessions that you run, because I've attended several of them, which have just been phenomenal and completely blown me away in terms of how powerful they are.
Yeah.
Like, for people that are listening in, can you describe what it is that you're doing during these sessions, because they are different? You don't do the same thing every time.
Yeah. So the group session it's a unique. Sorry, hold on. I think there's something on the internet. Let me just open this door. Is that better? Yeah. So the group sessions are put together in a way to take in as many modalities as possible at the same time to make the healing faster, quicker, almost yesterday. Because we are living in a time now where the frequency of the planet has raised so much, but the frequency of mind hasn't always caught up for many individuals. To raise the frequency of mind, we've had to do a lot of internal work, a lot of spiritual practice, maintain that meditative sort of mind to be able to face a lot of the things that we're facing now. Most people haven't done that. We're most people are on the rat race, and to really be able to face things, we need to have done a lot of the work. So what I want to get across in particular sessions is, and it was just something that I created, but it seems to have really worked, was, do people have time to do a breathwork session and then one full TimeWaver session and then one full divine healing session, blah, blah, blah. So I wanted to just combine as many of these modalities as I can, which is a bit more work for me during the session, but I think it's worked really, really well. So the way I do it, initially I use divine healing, which are a channeled set of codes by a woman who is a doctor. And she's brought these codes into the planet for this time to really quickly give transmissions to clear things. So I clear any interferences in people's energy field, any blocks, any sort of ancestral pools a person has, or the group in general has, any influences that are not in this realm affecting them. I just clear them very quickly. And then what that does is that gives the person an opportunity for the next 2 hours to get into the parasympathetic state system, and be relaxed, be lying down, and then I start working on the breath. I help them sort of raise their frequency with their breath, and the whole time I'm running TimeWaver on them for the 2 hours continuously, and I'm changing things, and I'm analyzing, and I'm asking questions. Lying down, and I've got 2 machines. That's what I'm doing, and at the end I give a little bit of a feedback over what comes up.
Yeah, and I've noticed that during those breathwork sessions, my word, those are powerful. I've had 2 out-of-body experiences as well. I've actually been doing those breathwork sessions. It's super powerful, and it's like being awake, like having a lucid dream, being awake within a dream, and yeah, very, very powerful. It's
it's very, very guided. This whole session is very guided. I felt like it's what came to me to do, to put these things together. And even when I'm prepping for this session, I know there's some breaths that we do quite regularly, but you know, every so often something else will come in, and it will just come in the session, and it will just be what the group needs at that time. So it's
I agree.
what that group field needs.
When you're actually doing the divine healing, are you doing that after reading the TimeWaver reports to see what's actually come up for the group, to see what needs to be cleared?
No. So what the divine, what do you mean? Am I doing the divine healing after I see what? No. So the divine healing I do as a way of checking what needs to be cleared. I do the clearing via divine healing.
Right.
All right. So in the beginning, the tuning in, the opening prayer, and the clearing is the divine healing bit. And then often I will go to other charts. So the way divine healing works is we use various charts, and I'll often go to charts which are not relevant, you know. So I might go to a colors chart. Well, I can't say they're not relevant, they are relevant, but they might not seem as relevant to the topic, you know. If, you know, I might go to a brain center, or I might go to a place before birth, or it can be any level of consciousness, any layer, visible or invisible. I don't know where the charts will lead me. So,
yeah, and the sessions are 2 hours long.
2 hours long, yes. So we do the divine healing, we do the breath work, we have TimeWaver running. Often I add in hypnosis. So if the topic is strong enough and I feel to do a script, I will, whatever comes through, I will do the hypnosis as well. So that was really powerful on the one. We did one recently, didn't we, on self-sabotage. I think that was a really powerful one. Yeah, with hypnosis. Yeah.
So you ran a session on, was it Saturday just gone, or Friday just gone?
Friday just gone, yeah.
How did that one go?
Really well. It went really well. Had a few new people. Everyone seemed to have a good experience and feel a shift. I think one of the key things is nowadays with healing, a lot of people are healing like this, you know. A lot of people are trying to heal in a very conscious way, where they're looking at somebody, or their mind is still on. They haven't really been able to drop into the heart. So even when we're on a Zoom session, you know, it's almost like, can I relax? And that's why I like doing these sessions with people's eyes closed, and for them to, you know, the great thing about these sessions is the place to be is in your bed. And you have the camera facing you, so that I can see how you're breathing. So it's very important that I can see the chest and the throat. A lot of people ask me, like, how do we do that? So you can just have the camera to the side, and then just as long as I can see that, and the mouth, because sometimes I will ask people to breathe through the mouth, sometimes the nose, and I just tune in to like how the person is breathing, how fast or how slow, etc. But the session on Friday went really well.
And you can do it on any mobile device as well, can't you? So I mean, I've done it in the living room on my dad's recliner chair with my laptop, and done it that way. I've also done it in bed with my mobile phone, just on the camera rotated and having that sort of propped up on Zoom.
I think that's really key. Sorry, Deborah, I think that's really key actually, because a lot of people feel they have to take their laptop with them. But for something like this, actually, a phone is fine, because, you know, as long as I can see them, that's more important. Yeah. And at the end, yes, we do have a feedback, but they can look at the phone for that little part.
Yeah,
so definitely.
Now, I'm delighted that you're going to be doing the session again on Tuesday. I'm booked in for that one. I can't wait, because I've not been able to attend the last two. So I can't wait to be back in that groove and to get my monthly dose of Jazdeep. One of the other things that you include is 2 weeks of TimeWaver frequencies in the price of the event, don't you, Jazdeep?
Yeah. So I wanted to set up this event because a lot of people spend a lot of money on their Healies. I wanted to offer something where they can actually have something experiential. They can experience the breath, they can experience the divine healing, and they can experience the TimeWaver for a sustained period of time, because it takes time as well. What we're doing with TimeWaver is we're re-imprinting your field with a different vibrational pattern. So, you know, doing just a one-off print is great, but, you know, just to really try to see that start manifesting and becoming part of the individual's reality, we need a little bit longer. So I wanted to give people that opportunity to experience it. And then obviously, if they want an individual TimeWaver session, they can book that.
Yeah, and I must say the price point is really, really good value.
Yeah,
and I think it's accessible to so many people. So thank you for putting this on. You know, it's I think as healers, therapists, practitioners, it's so important for us to look after our own energy field and to be in the highest vibration. And so being able to participate in what you do, Jazzy, I know that really, really helps and supports me personally in doing that. So I want to thank you for this service, sister. It's awesome.
You're welcome, Deborah. I mean, it is also the group field. You know, you bring a lot to the group as well. So we all are healing, and we all are healers at the same time. But yes, you know, I think what's beautiful about the groups is the people that come together in whichever group, they'll always be quite similar. You know, they'll always have like very similar things going on, or they'll always be drawn to a particular topic, and it just works really beautifully, better than I thought it would. To be fair, like when I started this off, it was working really, really well.
Yeah. Now, before we started this call, I was trying to pin you down for some dates for December as well, so that I can put them in my diary, because I know December can be a busy month for people, but I think it's so important for us to prioritise ourselves within the hustle and bustle of everything that's going on around. And so we talked about a solstice special, because I just think coming up to the solstice is an awesome time for doing this work. Do you want to mention anything about the dates and what we'll be doing?
So we're going to do the 18th, which is a Saturday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
So that's UK time, and that's the 18th of December 2021, if you're looking at this on a replay.
And then the 21st of December 2021, which is a Tuesday, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Awesome.
So the reason I do these sort of times is the 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. works well for people that are in the States. They're 7 hours behind. And then the 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. one works quite well for people in the UK. They often want to be in bed straight after. Obviously, anybody can join whichever one they want, but I just sort of give these times for that reason.
Yeah, and when you're booking, you actually are asked what your intention is. Do you want to mention anything about intention, Jazdeep, and what should people be looking at when they're actually setting that intention?
So I think with intention's such a deep topic, because people can have a desire. People can have a desire, but that doesn't for me, that doesn't necessarily equate a good intention, because an intention with things like frequency needs to be something which is also quite realistic. Okay, because if there is sort of cellular memory, or if there is something within the person which says, I want to be a multi-billionaire, but then says, another part of them says, I'm not really going to be able to do it. It should also be quite realistic when you set an intention. Do you see what I mean? Because then what you're doing is you're telling that part of yourself which might not be enrolled onto an intention, that, hang on a minute, for a very short term, let's try to get to this place. And then that's what makes a person less fragmented and come together. So think of intentions which are very realistic, you know, and possibly, you know that you just need a little bit of help to get there. I think those are the best intentions, because then once you're there, then you can move on to the next one and the next one and the next one. You know, take it step by step. And intention's also important, because a lot of people sort of, not necessarily with my group work, they might fill in a form and say, oh, this is my intention, whack, send my intention across. An intention, it doesn't work like that. An intention needs to be held in your field consistently for it to be a true intention. And even with the group work, you know, it's not, well, I've sent Jazz my intention, it's on the TimeWaver, you know, which I'm not saying anybody does, but the true change comes from the frequency from within. Do you see what I mean? That's why I ask people to keep tuning into their intention and really feel their intention in their body whilst I'm running those frequencies, and afterwards as well. Like, it has to be something that they're brainwashing themselves with, you know, and therefore don't make it too overwhelming. Does it make sense?
Yeah, completely. And, you know, when I'm talking to people about healing and running the programs, I always say to them, make sure that every single time you are running your healing, you're setting your intention.
But also holding your intention.
Yes.
That's really important as well. People might set an intention, put it into their Healy, and then go off and start doing something else. And I'm not saying you've got to sit there going, oh, this is my intention, this is my intention, this is my intention, but have it in your emotional body. It should be there.
Yeah, it's like feeling it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feeling it. Vickie's asked a question about Tuesday's session. What's the subject of Tuesday's session? Do you want to say a little bit about that, Jazdeep?
Yeah, so the subject is the same as Friday. So every month I do one subject, and you know, I do 2 group sessions. I have in the past done 3, but I do 2 group sessions at the moment on the same subject. You only need to join one. So the subject for this one is transcending the levels of consciousness. So it's about really raising your vibration, raising your frequency. That sounds like a very general thing, but I talk quite a bit in this session about how much influence you can have on humanity by raising to various frequency levels, which is very important. It's a very sort of, you've got to experience it. And what I do with TimeWaver is then I've made lists of things that I want to include in people's field. And then I take everybody's intention and I work on the intention, and I pick similar frequencies to support that intention for each person. And everyone in the group will get all of them. They'll get the ones TimeWaver's picked. They'll get everybody else's intention. Generally, they're all quite similar. Plus, they'll get like another whole list from TimeWaver. So there's a lot of frequencies that you get, a lot of vibrational imprints, that you get in that 2 hours, and then carrying on for 2 weeks after.
Awesome. Vickie, do you have any questions? You've just put in the chat that you've had one session with Jazdeep previously. Is there anything that you'd like to say about that?
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do it in bed, which would be ideal, but because I was actually at work and I had marked off time. So I was actually at the salon sitting in my chair, but it was still totally amazing. And I can't even put words to how everything felt as I was going through it. I mean, I don't know that I had an out of body experience like you did, Deborah, but it was my first session with you. But I can say that I came out feeling clearer about my path. And so it was definitely well worth the time and the money spent, because I definitely want to do it again. What is the time for the one Tuesday?
So Tuesday's one is 5 till 7 UK time. Where are you based, Vickie?
Okay, I'm in the US.
Okay, so
You're
what's the time?
you're 5 hours behind us, so to be midday for you, Vickie.
Yeah, so I have to look and see what my salon schedule is, because I'll be at the salon. So if it works out where I can take the time, but this is a really hard time of the year to take that kind of time out. But I definitely want to do it. So if I can't get into this one, maybe I can get into the one on the 18th or the 21st. And when you said it a minute ago, what the time was on those, I missed that because I was trying to write it down. So what is the time on those two?
So we'll be sending the 18th is 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time. So that's slightly more in the morning for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the 21st of December is 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. UK. But we'll be sending, Deborah will post a flyer as well on the group. And you can also join Lotus Frequency Healing Facebook page. So I post everything on that, updates on that.
Yeah.
Lotus Frequency Healing, is that what you said?
Yes.
Yeah. And then for people who are watching this on replay, so you can follow Jazdeep on Facebook, Lotus Frequency Healing. And do you want to say what your website is, Jazz?
Yeah, it's lotusfrequencyhealing.co. Yeah, it's not .com or .co.uk, it's just .co. I will be, if you want to be added to the mailing list, just send me an email through the contact button of that. But there will be a more easier way to do that coming up in the next sort of 2-3 weeks. I'm getting it redone so you can join a mailing list.
And also on your website, you've got other things on there as well. So you have frequencies that people can have, can download, haven't you? That, well, not download, but to order on the website, and then you send them to the Healy.
Like Healy programs. Yeah, at the moment there's only 2 or 3 on there, but yeah, I've got a good 50 odd. So I'm just loading them up at the moment. So give me a couple of weeks and they'll be up there if you want to buy, if you want to have a look at what programs there are out there. So I've custom made these programs for whatever topic it is, or whatever health issue.
So how does that work? I mean, you order that and it just automatically shows up on your Healy?
No, I asked for a certain number. There'll be instructions on there, Vickie. So you literally you'll go to your pink dot, and then you'll go to expert tan, and then that's a unique tan number. That's a unique number for your Healy in the cloud. And you send me that, and then you press OK, which opens up that access for 3 days to TimeWaver practitioners, and then I can send you the program, and then you do an update on your Healy, and it'll be there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
well,
so
I'm excited
again,
about that.
Yeah, so I'll send you some. I'll send out. I'm sure Deborah will send something out, right, to the group.
Yeah.
When those programs are up.
Yeah, there's 3 up there at the moment. There's the skinny frequencies, which I'm using. Shift some of those lockdown extra pounds. You've also got on there prosperity frequencies.
Yeah.
Do you want to say a little bit about that? Because I know that's an area that a lot of people have been struggling over the last 12 months, with businesses that have been affected with lockdowns and things like that. How can the prosperity frequencies help?
Yeah, so what I've put in it, there is a description on there. So every therapist will work quite differently what they put in their programs. So what I've put in my particular program is first I've put a lot of focus statements in there. For the way the frequencies run is you run a frequency for a set amount of time, and then it moves on to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And for each one, I have put in a different statement to vibrate for that frequency or those 2 frequencies. So what I've put in it is I've definitely with the planet, because planet Jupiter is the planet of prosperity. I've embedded the affirmations for boundless. The boundless abundance gates are open in all areas of my life. I am clear. My God is the God of plenty. So I've made them quite general. Apply them with their own mind to each area. I'm enlightened. All that I need reach me, which is beyond my world.
Just you're cutting out a little bit there. The internet
Okay.
was going a little bit. I missed that last one. Just repeat that last one.
So all that I need reaches me in avalanches beyond my wildest dreams.
Oh, I love that one.
And then abundance is the new reality, and it is realized now to serve me beyond my wildest dreams. And so those are the focus statements, and there's a lot more. That's just a few, 5 of them. But in terms of frequencies, I've put specific frequencies in for attracting money, wealth, luck, magnifying miracles, love. The program also works on reduction of the stress hormone cortisol, creating joy, creating positivity, letting go of fear, letting go of everything that doesn't serve, balancing the chakras, particularly the lower chakras, as well as opening the pineal gland. It's got frequencies for spirit regeneration, blood circulation, lymphatic circulation, and to clean the cellular matrix. Now, this one was quite important because, you know, we're carrying so much in ourselves from our life. We're carrying everything. And often what people do is they stop doing something. So, for example, if they've been drinking, they'll stop drinking and they think automatically the body's going to heal. Whereas actually we need to clean, then the next step is to clean the cells out. And I know that's what we're doing with frequency, but this is a really powerful database for just actually cleaning out the whole of the matrix. So with those focuses, plus the cleaning of the matrix, plus everything else, I think it's a really nice program. So my programs are quite packed, so they might be slightly longer, but to be fair, that's just more beneficial for the buyer because they just get more for their money. They just get more.
Jazdeep, I would never ever have thought that you'd be including all those in a prosperity program. That's mind blowing.
No, I do a lot around a program. You know, it's the programs are very kind of dependent almost. You know, you could put as little or as much in them. So it's you know, my programs are quite full.
Yeah, amazing value. How much are you selling those for on your website?
£30 for a program.
Amazing value.
Yeah, and I'll have some offers on. So I'll get them out there first, I think, and then we'll talk about the offers and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Vickie, for your contribution and for joining us.
Thank you, Vickie.
We did try and do a Facebook Live into the group, which didn't work, a Zoom issue. So we've recorded it and we'll post it. And Jazdeep, I'd love you to come back on and, you know, we can talk about other things because you're so knowledgeable when it comes not just to frequencies, but to health in general. So thank you, sister. Thank you for all that you do for us.
Thank you very much, Deborah. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, lovely.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Vickie.